Cause I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. But I said, I see some of the things that he gets involved in. This feuds and stuff like grow up, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Things are heating up again. Just when it seemed like the tension between Ja Rule and 50 Cent had cooled down, Ja has sparked it back to life, and this time, he's not staying silent. The latest conflict stems from 50 Cent's insensitive reaction to Irv Gotti's passing. Specifically, it revolves around a post 50 shared on Instagram that many saw as deeply inappropriate.
And if I said I was smoking on your mother and your grandfather pack, you'd be telling me I'm wrong, right? If I said I was smoking on your mother, right, I'll be wrong, right? Man, the clown, man. And y'all love this nigga, bro. He's a clown, bro. If I said I was smoking on your mother and your grandfather, I'll be wrong, right?
In that post, 50 Cent included a photo of himself standing beside a fake tombstone with the caption, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him." The caption, referencing a controversial phrase, struck many as tasteless and offensive. It made clear just how personal this feud has become, one that clearly still runs deep. 50E's comments were directed at Gotti, the former head of Murder Inc., and they didn't sit well with many, including Ja Rule. Recently, Ja Rule appeared on The Breakfast Club and didn't hold back his thoughts. From the very beginning of the interview, it was clear Ja had reached a point of frustration with 50E's constant provocation. He didn't sugarcoat his words.
That's what I be thinking to myself. And so when I see the things that he does, and he did the Irv, I'm like,
how did you feel about that when you saw it?
Of course, nobody likes all this goofy shit, but it's goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
This wasn't just an offhand comment. Ja Rule made it clear he was genuinely upset. He stated,
Preem said it best. I spoke to Preem the other day. Preem has always got the right words.
However, instead of lashing out, he said he turned to someone close for perspective, someone named P, likely referring to Supreme, and received some thoughtful guidance. According to Ja, P told him,
because I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was hot. I was ready to go nuclear and shit. But, I said...
Those words really struck a chord with Ja. He followed up by saying,
So I spoke to Preem anyway. And Preem said, he said, Rule, he said, here's what you gotta understand about who we are. We are nasty.
But that wasn't the end of it. Once the Breakfast Club interview started making the rounds online, 50 Cent fired back on Instagram in typical 50 fashion. He posted a screenshot of Ja from the interview with a caption that read, "The Breakfast Club should be ashamed of themselves, asking questions that promote violence. This guy has been talking about going nuclear for 22 years. Lol, your man in my runts right now." For context, runts in street slang is a way of calling someone insignificant, harsh words, but 50 didn't leave the post up for long. He deleted it afterward, though by then, it had already been widely shared. That's when Ja Rule took to Twitter and decided to hit back. He said he had a day off from his tour, so he had time to respond, and he certainly didn't hold back. First, Ja Rule took things personally and responded directly to 50 Cent. Until 50 does something about the people who shot him, he shouldn't be trolling anyone. Handle your business like a real man. Then things escalated. Ja went off on Twitter. He didn't hold back telling 50 to SM'd, calling him out with the B word and adding, "Already ate your lunch, so be quiet." Some fans tried to poke fun at Ja by saying, "You probably watch Power," referring to 50 Cent's popular TV series. But Ja responded confidently, "Never seen a single episode. I'm good over here." Then he dropped what he saw as the ultimate insult. "From now on, your name is Boo Boo." That jab cut deep, since Boo Boo was an old nickname people used for 50 Cent. But Ja took it further, saying it stands for Boo the Fool, a sharp dig. No doubt, Ja Rule didn't stop there. He followed up with another social media post where he mocked 50 Cent's entire public image. He called 50 a used car salesman and dismissed his career as a flop. Ja criticized 50E's music, saying that aside from one major hit album, the rest of his discography was trash. He also downplayed 50E's business ventures, saying both his liquor brand and TV projects had failed to make a real impact. Ja Rule's criticism of 50 Cent's career didn't stop there. He took it further by questioning 50E's street credibility and implying that his past was far from clean. His comments were sharp, filled with personal jabs aimed at 50's background and character, and during all this activity on Twitter, 50 Cent remained silent. He hasn't made any public reply, at least not yet. But considering it's 50 Cent we're talking about, you can bet he's planning something. What this entire exchange proves is one thing: this feud isn't going away. As one of the Breakfast Club hosts put it,
that's why I'm like, you know what? That is the best description of what I am and who I am as a man that I could ever
be intrigued by this. Like, we've been watching this forever. This is Cowboys versus Redskins. This is Lakers versus Celtics. This is Duke versus North Carolina.
20, 30 years.
This is the Hatfield versus McCoys. That's what Ja Rule and 50 Cent are.
And it'll never end.
It's never going to end.
There'll be 99 with canes going at each other.
Right.
This will
hitting
never
each other
end.
with wheelchairs.
Yeah, this will never end.
Like, it's a beef that will never end, and I understand it.
just when it seemed like Ja had said everything he wanted to say, he pushed things even further. After calling 50 Cent trash and criticizing his background, Ja began sharing documents, actual paperwork, allegedly proving that 50 had cooperated with law enforcement. He didn't pull any punches. The message was clear. Ja wanted to portray 50 Cent as an informant. Now, these kinds of claims have surfaced before, but posting them right after the Breakfast Club interview and 50's controversial Instagram post, yeah, the timing made it feel deliberate, and Ja didn't just drop one or two posts. He continued tweet after tweet, each one more pointed than the last. Twitter was divided. Some users sided with Ja Rule, saying things like, "Ja's going in today, this is a classic moment." Others came to 50's defense, commenting, "Let's be real. 50 gave us hit records. Power is iconic. You can't call that trash." And they've got a point, because this isn't just a celebrity feud. This is a major chapter in hip-hop history. It's like Lakers vs. Celtics or Batman vs. Joker. As they put it, this level of rivalry is about legacy and pride. So why is this still happening? To understand that, you need to know their history. Back in the early 2000s, the conflict between Ja and 50 wasn't just music related, it had real world, street level roots. The effect of these allegations extends beyond the personal. It could also impact 50 Cent's professional reputation. If the claims continue to spread, his credibility, both in the streets and within the entertainment industry, might take a hit. Still, 50 has a history of weathering controversy. Throughout his career, he's consistently managed to stay relevant through music, acting, and various business ventures. But this time, the accusations strike at something deeper. They challenge his integrity, and that could carry lasting consequences. Ja Rule's recent remarks have only added fuel to a fire that 50 Cent has kept burning for years. The back and forth, full of taunts, insults, and personal jabs, keeps escalating. Yet, despite the harsh tone, there are signs both artists are starting to understand that their decades-long feud might now be more damaging than it is productive. Both have publicly acknowledged that they've grown older and could be approaching things in a more mature way. As for 50 Cent, he's made it clear that his priorities have shifted. He now speaks more about expanding his television projects and building his brand in the cannabis industry. Still, the long-standing conflict with Ja Rule seems to be something he's not ready to let go. He frequently uses social media to throw shots at Ja, continuing the rivalry in a very public space. On the flip side, Ja Rule appears to be grappling with the fact that 50 Cent has maintained a larger presence in the spotlight. Even though 50 has found consistent success in television and business, his name often makes headlines by taking aim at Ja. Ja Rule's responses on social media hint at a deeper frustration that he still wants recognition and that his legacy matters. His reaction suggests he feels there's still a point to prove. There were reports of real violence, fights, crew altercations, stabbings, and diss tracks. This wasn't just a rap rivalry, it was deeply personal. So when one of the hosts said, "When someone tries to take your life, your money, your peace, it's permanent," they meant it. From 50 Cent's perspective, this isn't just about trolling. It's about pride. It's revenge. It's the result of old wounds that never fully healed. And from Ja Rule's side, it's about protecting his legacy. He wants it to be clear. He's not stepping aside. Not now. Not ever. So where do things stand today? Ja Rule went in. He used the Breakfast Club as a platform to speak openly, then followed up with strong messages on Twitter. His message was straightforward: "I'm not staying silent anymore." And while 50 Cent hasn't issued a public response yet, it wouldn't be surprising if he does. We've seen how he operates. He's strategic, and when he replies, it usually leaves a mark. This feud has lasted more than 2 decades, and it's far from over. It's evolved into something beyond music. It's become cultural, historical, and emotionally charged. And whether you lean toward Team Ja or Team 50, one thing is certain, this remains one of the most legendary rivalries in hip-hop history. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more real and unfiltered celebrity coverage. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you with Ja Rule or 50 Cent? And do you think this back and forth will ever come to an end? Don't forget to turn on notifications, because if 50 responds, we'll have the full breakdown ready for you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.